Uh, this is gonna be a pretty quick one. It's gonna not really gonna be a much of a video here. It's just, I guess, a small little talk, small little rant about this game and I guess games in general. Where do I begin? How do I even begin? I feel like games just can't respect my time. They just don't want to anymore. Like, for example, in the new Warp server came out with Tower Fantasy. Very cool, very awesome. No gotcha. Just, you know, spinning for weapons that you could completely spin for if you just spend the money. You can get them early. So it's like pretty much gotcha. It's still technically gotcha because, yeah, if you play the game regularly, you can get the spins, but if you spend money, you can get the weapons faster. I'm pretty sure I could still say that about literally any other gacha game. You can still grind for the weapons, but if you pay the money, you can get them faster. You can get them immediately. Like, it's still the exact same thing, except it's just we get them like within like a month, right? Instead of one day, compared to like either one day or years and years and years. So yeah, I guess it's different as in like you won't be spending your entire life, you'll just be spending a month. But you can still pay for all the weapons immediately. So what's the difference? I mean, I guess it's not as predatory, but it's still gotcha. I don't know what you're talking about. It's still gotcha. And you can't just say it's not gotcha. I mean, like, some people are getting better rewards than others because obviously there's a meta. There's some weapons better than others. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. I don't really care about that. That's not really what I care about in Tower Fantasy. I get the ones early, I get the ones late. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna get them eventually. That's not a big deal, but I guess I'm upset that this game just isn't gonna peel away from its shadow, like, at all. It's gonna stay the Tower Fantasy we knew, and it hasn't changed all that much from it. It just doesn't respect your time. As I said, it doesn't respect your time. The joint operation has a vitality system to where eventually you're just going to get shit rewards and you're just going to be wasting your time. Raids also have a stamina. They give you 2 opportunities per week to get a guaranteed gold, and then you end up getting purples like 95% of the time. So pretty much you're getting garbage after 2 attempts that week. Great, awesome. And there's void rifts, same thing. You get how many attempts in some time. I don't really understand how they work. I seem to get more attempts at a random interval, maybe every week. I don't really know. I seem to just not get much attempts from void rifts like at all, and they're done so quickly that I like do it once and then I'll forget about it, and then like way into the future I'll see it and be like, whoa, it needs me to do some attempts again, because it's like that long before it gives you stamina to do it again. There's anchor shifts, but the stamina is not the problem. There is no stamina system for the anchors, which are like things all over this map right here, where you can collect relic fragments, which are like tools to help you in battle. There's weapon mats, which just upgrades your weapons, and cosmetics. That I know, like shards of cosmetics. Most of the good stuff is through shards, which you need 10 shards to get a cosmetic. And those, if you want to get the really good ones that need shards and stuff, most likely need multiple of like the 3-star and 2-star, which are like rarer cosmetic anchors, like anchors, just rarer anchors in total. So you're going around and looking for them, and there's no stamina for it, as I said. The problem with it is that you're racing other people for the anchors, because there's only a limited amount. It's not infinite. There's just a few out there. They reset them every few hours, and boom. Everyone is now fighting tooth and nail. for them, right? Like constantly, like being taken, and it's not that bad, you know, if you know a good route and you do it adamantly, you channel the channel, you'll find your cosmetics here and there for sure. I'm not saying it isn't a problem all the time, but it's a problem sometimes. There's times where there's just nothing in some areas, and your efforts again are fruitless. They are useless. You're wasting your time, just like every other thing I've said. With enough time, waste your time. So what we said, joint operations waste your time after a while. Void rifts, raids. Void rifts give you weapon mats. Raids give you one specific type of gear, and then the joint operation gives you other types of gear. And they all have their own reasons as to why eventually they waste your time. Bosses, there's world bosses in the world. They waste your time by literally just not giving you really anything and having a very small, like 1% chance of potentially giving you a cosmetic of some sort for free, which is nice. But most of the time they are giving you weapon mats and rift note shards, which is just like shards, again, another fragment thing to combine into a weapon spin so you can get your weapons a little bit faster, which, you know, eventually is going to go away. So world bosses are going to be pretty useless soon. They're only going to be used for weapon mats, and at that point then there's going to be gold chips. There's like these chips you get every week. You get like 3 a week, I think, roughly around that amount. And with those you can have the permission to buy like 1 or 2 of the things that the chest quote unquote dropped, quote unquote, not chest quote unquote, dropped quote unquote. They just like randomly give you 3 or 2 things. I don't remember because I haven't done it in a while because I've been saving them. But yeah, they like drop quote unquote like 2 to 3 items that you have the permission to buy. You don't get them. You have the option. You get the option to buy them. And if you don't buy them, they go to the auction where someone else can buy them. And if they buy them, then you get some of the profits. Which, I mean, sounds good in theory, but you're only getting like meh rewards unless it was something really good and someone wanted that really good thing. If those 2 stars align together, there you go. You got a really good profit. But most of the time, that's not going to happen. So you're pretty much just meh. I would only really use the things if you're looking for something within the rotation that you want to find and try to get. I feel like that's what I'm doing, at least. That's why I've been holding on to them. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just, other than that, you're not using them, so world bosses are pretty useless. I mean, for now, they're pretty useful because the weapons, getting rift notes, and it speeds up your weapon obtain progress, if that's what you call it, for lack of a better term. That's one way to get weapons faster, but you know you're gonna get them eventually anyways. So you know, what's the huge rush? Like you'll get them, whatever, you know. And other than that, the world boss is pretty useless. So whatever on that front. What else? What else is useless? Well, there's Final Trial, which I think has like 1 attempt that you can do per week, I think. I haven't done Final Trial because I just haven't been bothered. I've just been so tired of joint operation, which again gave you stamina, and then there's raids, which you need a coordinated team of people to do, which is just really annoying to get done. And now we have Final Trial, which is just another thing to add to the list, which is not a problem. I like content, but like with other MMOs, you can still enjoy the game playing it solo, and they don't force it down your throat to do other things, you know? The problem with this game is that unlike other MMOs, it wants you to do everything and doesn't want you to do one thing. In like WoW, for example, I can just do what I want when I want to. There's specific things that I can't do and has like a limit on. Yes, there's like one thing I think, at least from hearsay, So, object if you want to, but this is from hearsay. One thing I remember that has like a 1 week limit on it. And that's a pretty high tier thing with like lots of people. So, yeah, you're not really going to do that very often anyways. So, no big deal, right? But other than that, everything else you can do whenever the fuck you want. And they don't pressure you to do it at any time. I hate that this game wants you to do it, but only lets you do it like once or twice. The one argument I hear for this game is that, they're just, they're time gating, they're giving stamina because they're wanting people to catch up. No, that is not it. I can give you a better system, like on the top of my head, that would be better at helping people catch up. For example, we wanted to let newer players play the game and catch up to us. We shouldn't be making them go through the same stamina penalties as us. We should be giving them stamina for every day they don't use their stamina. Right? So then, while we're constantly using our stamina every single day, it's every day that they've missed, they could use that stamina all at once to get as much content as they can, to get through as much as they possibly can to get to us. But no, they're going through the same stamina penalties as us. They're going through the same slow ass motion just like us. How is that catching up? How is that a catching up system? This is not a catching up system. This is not a system that helps you catch up. This is a system that makes you stay every day, like clocking in, clocking out. They don't want you playing all at once, because if you play all at once, you might burn out. You might not want to play. You might want to go do other things and come back another time. They don't want you to do that. They want you to play every day, a little bit every day, so that keeps it on your mind every single time. It's the mobile game tried and true. They have stamina, and then when you want to keep playing, they stop you. Why? Because if you keep playing, then you're going to get that fulfillment and that enjoyment out of the game. And that means you have the potential of getting bored and not wanting to do it anymore. Well, they can't have that, so they stop you. They stop you from having that enjoyment. So you come back the next day because you want to keep playing, but you couldn't play before. Then again and again and again. I'm tired of people saying, they're not really stamina systems. You can keep doing it. If I'm getting absolutely nothing from my rewards, and I'm getting worse rewards than I could have if I just waited, tell me, should I waste my life just continuing to do nothing? To get nothing? No. Like, I already feel pretty shit playing these grindy ass games all the time. I don't want to feel extra shit knowing that the game is literally penalizing me from having my fun. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, call what you want. It's not a stamina system because it doesn't truly stop you from playing. Like, yeah, it really does. If you're getting jack shit for it, you're not getting anything. Why would I grind for barely a reward? I'm just going to do something else. Like, you should know that an MMO, or at least a game that wants to try to be an MMO, players are going to want to try to get the best, like, buck out of their grinding. That's like how every a tried and true MMO player plays. They play the best thing that can give them the most reward. So if you stop them from getting the best reward, they're gonna feel like it's a waste of their time, which it is. It is a huge waste of their time. I don't want to say, this is not a stamina system. You can still play it. See, no, please don't. No way. Imagine. I know it's not the same, but I could keep saying WoW, but I don't really know WoW that much. I don't want to say broad things of what WoW does better, because you know why WoW does better. It's a game that's been out for how many years now? It's done great things, and that's why it's still a great game, and it's still here today, right? There's reasons for these, right? So let's say Minecraft, because it's a game we all know. It's probably like the most popular game in the world. Like everyone knows Minecraft, you know? Non-gamers know Minecraft. It's Minecraft, you know? It's the one with the creepy, weird green guy, you know? Everyone knows Minecraft. Imagine you got into Minecraft. You went into the menu, and the first thing you saw is a starter pack, a starter bundle. You got into Minecraft for the first time. It's a starter bundle. They want to get you a new starter bundle that gives you a free stack of torches and a stack of steak to help you along your journey. I'm laughing, but that's like the most fucked up thing ever, right? Because you know what Minecraft is. You know how great of a game it is. Like how freeing it is. You just go in and you just do whatever the hell you want. It's the sandbox of sandboxes. You're free to do whatever the hell you want. You know, like people ask, like, what do I do in this game? What do you do? And that's it. You play. That's it. You just go into there and you have fun. You go make a house, or you go fight things. You go explore. You just do some fishing, or maybe just some farming. Or maybe you want to do some decorating. Find nature, some plants, some flowers to decorate your base's garden or your base's house or base. You know what I mean? It's just you can do whatever the hell you want. Nothing stops you. There's no stamina from you can only mine like fucking a stack of stone a day, right? None of that. You just do whatever the hell you want. I know this is like nothing, like not even close to like genre of game to Minecraft. These are completely irrelevant. But just you know Minecraft. It's a game where you can just do whatever the hell you want. You go into the game and you just play. That's freeing. That's entertainment. That is what video games were meant to be. Like trying to ruin any of that would be like it'd be sorry to say this because everyone says it these days when there's a good reason for it, but dystopian. That's dystopian as hell. Imagine that. Like, imagine Silksong with a starter bundle and a free outfit if you get a super deluxe edition, right? Like imagine these games just having all this stupid stamina penalties and things that just stop you from just grinding what you want to grind. You'd hate it. You just hate it. And when it comes to Tower of Fantasy, I love this game. I love its potential. I love its everything. Like, look at that in the distance. Like, look at this. This is a giant futuristic pyramid city in the background. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. That is awesome. That's so cool. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing in the world. Like, this is beautiful. Like, I just got on this ledge, or whatever ledge when I first started this game back when the game began, like when it became a thing. And I was just like, wow, that's beautiful. I stopped playing this game a long time ago since launch because a memory leak. It wasn't actually because everyone just found it boring. I actually thought it had really cool potential, and I still think it does. Now with this Warp Star, I come back, but I'm still disappointed. I'm still disappointed because of all these things that just stop it from being the fucking awesome game that it can be. And the weapons, oh my god, they've made so many cool weapons now. They made a weapon, like a dual swords, like Attack on Titan ass weapon. It is so cool. It is so fun flying around with it. I've even like min-maxed it to where I can like stop one of the like strings to like go like rotate between the strings to like go to make like really fast horizontal movement. I've like min-maxed the horizontal movement with it by like rotating between the two. It's like it's hard. You have to like flick to the opposite side to get the other one to retract. To like like thrust with the other one. It's so fun. I love it so much. All right, I gotta stop gushing about it, but I just want to prove to you that I think this game is awesome. I think this game is so cool. But again, there's problems. There's just like this game feels like I'm playing Minecraft. Yeah, it's like I'm playing Minecraft with a starter bundle with stamina to stop me from mining how many stone I want. You know, like it's a cool game when I look at it and when I play it. But there's just things that just stop me from enjoying it. Like, why are you stopping me from enjoying this game? Let me grind these things, you know? Let me grind all the cosmetics I want. Oh, it's crazy too. I actually it's crazy. I checked the 3-star cosmetic anchors, like the little things you can find all over the map to farm on. And they only have like 2 of like the 10 different like maybe like 4. Like the 3-star ones had like maybe 4 of the 8 mounts you could possibly get in the rotation right now. Like you'd have to get them through the bosses, through the world bosses with a gold chip, if not anchors, right? But like anchors, at least the 3-star ones, at most have like 4 out of the 8. So you can't even grind for all the different kinds of mounts, because there's some mounts that are really cool that a lot of people want, and you just can't farm them like genuinely for free through the anchors. You have to buy them through the store, or you just gotta get super lucky with these chips that are in limited supply, right? So you literally cannot grind more than that, right? So if you don't get them luckily in your chips, that means, you know, game over. That's it. You have to pay for them now. You have to buy them, which you can grind for the currency. You can use your life skill to sell materials to get that, but that's just too long. That's too long. They're in rotation, so it's FOMO. Like, it's a rotational thing. If you hear that, that's oh no, I have my game audio off, so we're good. You didn't hear that, but yeah, it's like a world boss just like that behind me. But yeah, people are grinding that all the time, getting their rift notes, you know, getting these mounts and stuff, right? Because if they don't get it now, they won't get it ever. That's it. The rotation makes it so that if you want to grind for these things, you are probably thinking, I'll probably grind for the next time it comes around, not the current time, because you don't have the time. When it comes to like just having to sell your materials on the market to get the money, that's it. Guess you're just gonna have to wait till next time. And when the next time comes around, you know, you better not hope there's not like 100, 200 other players also wanting that specific thing that's also been waiting all this time now, right? I think what I hate about that is that it's worse than if it was just a system that like stopped you from getting it because of stamina or like the game reasons, because it's now pitting you against other players and blaming other players for technically a system that the game created, right? The game created all these systems like anchors that are limited in supply that everyone has to go for and everyone's going to be fighting for. These chips that only so many people are going to be able to get. And once they go on the market and people are selling them, people are going to fight for that chip to sell, to like buy. And it's auctions. They're literal auctions, right? So people are like bidding against each other, right? So it's blaming the other people, not the game itself. And I hate that. I hate that a lot. Not only that, I didn't actually explain this. This is actually kind of crazy that I didn't explain it. But in anchors, they have not only like is it just hard to get like the things you're looking for because it's random once you get the anchor, once you like complete the anchor 2, 3, 1, they give you the reward at random, and those all go into a pile that you have to select at a maximum of like 1,000. Let me explain. Yeah, like 1,000 energy basically, and every single cosmetic costs a certain amount of energy. It's crazy. It's like 1,000 points. So let's say I wanted to get an outfit. Let's just say an outfit shard, and I can only I can only get like 4 outfit shards because each outfit shard is worth 250 points, and I can only have 1,000 points per week. Well, the thing is that not only is it a limit of 4 technically because you only have 1,000 and each of them is 250, but there's also a maximum of a specific one you get. So if there's 4 of a specific outfit you want, well, actually, you can only retrieve 3 out of 3. So actually, you can only hold on to 750 points worth of that outfit, and then you have to pick something else. So not only is it limiting because of the point system, but it's even further limiting on specific things you're trying to go for specifically. Like, I know why they did this. It's because of the whole fragment thing, right? So once rotation goes out, you're having like 1 of this, 2 of these, 3 of these forever. You're going to have these random shards forever. They're not going to do anything for you. Yeah, you're collecting shards. Great. You get 2 of these, 1 of these, because it's all you can really get for this week. That's awesome. But they don't do anything for you. It's not an outfit. It's only actually useful to you in the slightest once you get 10 of them. And each season, or at least in one of these rotations, are a month long. That's 4 weeks. So unless you can get 3 for 3 weeks and then 1 on your 4th, or somewhere in between that, you're not getting that thing. So most likely, if you're not doing cosmetic anchors every single hour of every single day, you're not getting that specific outfit. You're not getting that whatever. And even then, you probably won't get that outfit, even if you are doing that. Because I have been doing that. I am one of those weird people that don't really care about the meta. I don't really care about the meta of this game. I don't really care about grinding armor, because I've always had this kind of what's this word? What's the word I'm looking for? I have this kind of mentality or this belief that armor and numbers don't matter, right? It's all the same gameplay. If I get the ragged commoner armor versus Death Lord of the Infinite Gaze or some BS like that, it's just bigger numbers. I'm still playing the same thing. And yeah, I know the weapons and the skills will probably be way cooler, which is true. In this game, it's even more so because, again, it's all the same gameplay. It's literally the same gameplay. You get cool weapons the second you get into this game. So, if you want cool stuff and cool skill sets and cool moves and different varying gameplay, you just wait the day and get a new ticket to get a new weapon, right? Or you spend, but yeah. Anyways, a gacha game, but not a gacha game apparently. Okay, whatever. It's not as predatory, but let's not call this game the gacha game that stopped being a gacha game. All right, come on. Anyways, yeah, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing in this game. Literally nothing you do will change your rotation. Nothing you do will change how you play or make the gameplay any different. You're doing the exact same things, just fighting a boss that has a higher level. You're literally usually fighting recycled bosses that you've already fought before. This deer boss behind me you're going to see a lot of him in raids, way at a way higher level. It's the exact same boss, right? Just a slightly different moveset where some of his moves do some crazy AoE stuff. That's it. Nothing's changed. Just numbers, right? So it was a big explanation, 2-minute explanation as to why I don't care to grind. I don't like to make my number go up because it's all going to be the same. I'm just enjoying the game for the game. What I enjoy grinding for in these games is cosmetics, because even though the gameplay is going to be the same, at least my character will look different and cooler. I like to have a cool, different character because that is something that will always change, right? That will always be different. If I get a new piece of armor, that's just higher stats. That's just higher damage. But that doesn't do anything different. Maybe it's impressive when you do a high number, and if that's your thing, all the power to you, for sure. Like some of these people who have like crazy high accounts, like I can't believe you guys can do it. It's impressive. But I just not for me. It's not for me. I just like getting cool things to do cool things like this. I can swing. It's not the craziest thing now that I say that out loud, but yeah, I can do this, where other people can't because I worked to get this thing. By the way, this is the only thing I could have gone with my points that week. I sometimes wonder if this is worth it, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, you barely can get anything from these anchors. But back to what I was saying, I like to grind cosmetics because at least it adds something different to my gameplay. It makes my character prettier, and I like to make pretty characters. I like to make good-looking characters, handsome characters. I did pretty characters with this game because the male outfits kind of just suck in this game. Like, they just honestly kind of suck. So, not doing that. Not caring about male character stuff. So I just made a pretty character, right? Just whatever, just like anything, just whatever theme kind of worked. I got this hairstyle, and I was like, oh, this all worked out really nice. Let me make this kind of character. So I'm making this kind of character, and I'm trying to grind specific things to increase that nice looking character that I have going on. But I can't. These anchors, they're just so draining. They stop you from enjoying it because other people like are going at them, going at the anchors too, right? They're all fighting for it, and I don't blame them for it. But the systems that these games make me hate this game. Make me hate it. I hate this game because they make horrible systems for it. I just want to enjoy it. I want to grind it, but it just stops me from doing it all the time. Not because it literally stops me. It says, halt, you can't do this anymore. It just eventually, I get nothing. I get absolutely nothing. I can't find any good anchors because eventually in between hours resets, like every 2 hours, every 4 hours, I'm not sure. I get like a rough idea when the resets happen, so you can kind of measure it, but in between those, on the later ends of those resets, nothing. There's just nothing around. It's very much you will do what I want you to do in this game. You cannot just do one thing. I can't just grind cosmetics all day and get really high rewards, right? That's what I want to do. I want to just play all day getting cool cosmetics. That would be awesome. I want to get so many cool skins and stuff. But again, the systems in this game, they suck. They suck so much. Everything is just draining. It's so boring. I want to enjoy this game because it's beautiful. I know I have on the lowest settings, by the way, so if everything looks kind of grainy and stuff, I get it. I would go higher, but there's also some bad performance with this game. I'll be honest with you. I am on American servers, but that should be affecting my ping. All right, it should affect some other things, but it should not make my game crash all the fucking time. All right, it shouldn't make my game crash all the time. I don't have that as much, but I think that was because they had some hot fixes ever since. But yeah, this game's had its issues, but that's fine. Again, I just care if the game stops me from enjoying the thing in front of me. If it stops me from breaking stone, why am I even caring? And now I had to just come up here, start swinging up, and just enjoy the night sky here while I just rant my mouth, flap it around, and just say, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of games doing this. It's not specifically Tower Fantasy or anything. It's any gacha game, to be honest. I'm not gonna just shoot Tower Fantasy and not point at the other ones here, guys. All these games suck. They suck. I'm serious. They suck. All of them. I believe Tower Fantasy is the like the least of evils here, okay? Like the better of all evils here. This one is nowhere near as bad, okay? So, as much as hating on Tower Fantasy what this game could be, I also think all the gotcha game titles suck. Like, absolutely suck. At least I can grind for the cosmetics here, At least I can do that, and eventually I will work to get cool cosmetics. At least I can grind up to play every single weapon I want, because all I have to do is just wait a few days and just come in, click 2 buttons, click on the banner thing, click pull, and then I get a weapon every single day. That's not hard at all, right? So as much as it may take some time to get them, I don't have to effectively do anything, And with cosmetics, I can get them eventually, and I don't have to pull out my wallet. Like, there is so many things good about this game, and what I like about this game, and this is why I played it for quite a bit now. I've played it ever since it came out. I think I've loved this game. I keep saying loved. Do I love this game? As in I love, but not anymore. I don't know. This is why I had to speak my mind here, because I think this game would be so much fun if I had I guess a bunch of people to come back to it. But that's like saying VR chat is only fun when you have people to talk to and have friends in it. Of course it is. It's every experience, especially VR chat's a very specific and very different example, because it's literally a game about chatting. So if you have no one to chat with, then no shit, it's boring, right? But I guess it does apply here too. If you don't have people to talk with in that game, why are you playing it, right? And if you're not getting rewards for grinding in this game, why am I playing it, right? There's the fundamentals of a game, right? This game's about grinding for rewards. That game's about chatting to get the enjoyment out of chatting and conversing with other people. If I can't chat with other people, or I can't get rewards for grinding, why am I playing it? That's it. Why am I? This is a good question. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be playing it. Because I'm not having fun. But there's just an inkling with this game that I am kind of having fun. I am enjoying it. And I don't want it to stop. Is it because the stamina system's keeping me on a hook? Is it the things I could get, the little events that have a cool motorcycle that I always wanted to get since the beginning of the game? There's an event currently that if you do the first 5 missions out of the few categories, then you can get this mount that I've always wanted. Maybe I'll play till then, but that's the thing. It's keeping me on a hook then. It's keeping me on a hook. Oh, I'll just play till I get that. Oh, well then there's gonna be something else. And then something else. And then something else. And then something else. Right? I'll just play till I get that red meteor, which is the motorcycle that I've always wanted since the beginning, because I remember seeing some cover art with a weapon that had it, and I was just in love with it. It just reminded me of when Tower Fantasy first came out. So it's my favorite mount in the game, right? So it's these things if you keep playing and you keep getting your character up, you can get this too, It just all feels like something just to pull me back in, instead of something to give to the community because you're enjoying the game and here's something to further enjoy the game. It's not that. It's something to pull you in. Minecraft doesn't do that. It doesn't pull you in with shit. Yeah, there's some Twitch rewards sometimes. You get some meaningless capes if you want a cape, right? But that's it. Other than that, you just play Minecraft and you just have fun with Minecraft. You just play it. You play the damn game. You enjoy it. You're gonna be so cool building that pyramid city, Minecraft. I could do that, I'm not gonna be stopped to at this part, right at the bottom here, and be oh, I'm out of stamina, and then I have to wait It's until I'm out of stamina in real life and I just can't do it anymore. I'm just like I can't do it anymore. Like I'm just too tired. I just can't. Too grueling, too monotonous to do, right? And then I can go do something else. I can start digging up sand in the dunes to like farm for. Let me use the sand. You can use it for concrete, I think. Do you? I don't remember. It's glass. I need glass because I want to make this whole top part out of glass. There we go. Or like just this part, right? Like I can do other things, you know? I don't have to just do one thing at a time. If I want to do one thing at a time and I burn myself out, let me do that, you know? Let me have that fulfillment of just doing one thing and getting bored and then doing something else. Because I will then think about that game when I haven't played in a while and be like, wow, I should go play that game again. I had a lot of fun. I should go play that game. That game was enjoyable. I liked that. You know, and then people constantly think when you tell friends, like, hey, remember that game? Everyone's like, oh yeah, I love that game. That game was so fun. Why did we even stop playing it, right? Because there was nothing wrong with it. That's why there's those Minecraft 2-week phases. It's because you enjoyed it. Because it's let you do what you wanted to do, made the world you wanted to make, and you got bored. Be happy that you were allowed to get bored of the game because it allows you to do whatever the hell you want to do, right? Cherish it, because these games these days, you just can't get that. You can't get that experience anymore, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. It is miserable. Just miserable, man. No, I don't think this game is like the worst by any means. And I say worst, then it's gonna think you're gonna think I think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just it doesn't have its potential. It's not. It hasn't reached its potential of what a great game it could be. Because I think it's fucking awesome. I already told you how much I love one of the weapons, and I just had to be a tank player because of that. Because it's tank aligned. So a little oppressive that like if you want to play a specific thing, then you gotta play a specific way. It's a little problem, but that's fine, right? Not the biggest deal in the world. I think the problem with some of the weapons is that if you play a certain weapon, then you may have to play an entirely different team of weapons, you know? Because this weapon just doesn't work well if it doesn't use these other weapons. Like, it's a really cool weapon, but you can't use a support thing that gives you a damage boost as a damage weapon, you know? So, and the whole team-based things where, like, you need to have, like, 3 characters or 4 characters or 3 weapons or 4 weapons, however the game works, right? Where you need to, like, pull for, like, 4 different people, and they're 4 different weapons, and they're 4 different Sigmata system, which, like, the 4 art, like, the artifacts, the CDs, the matrices, whatever gacha game you've played, right? I don't even know the Honkai Star Rail one, anyways. But yeah, like always these systems to have you keep pulling, because you need to keep pulling. You need to get more team comps, yada yada. I hate these things where they make you need to like do multiple things. Like, yeah, you're allowed to pull for weapons here, but you need 3 different weapons to work, right? I think that's why I think Duet Night Abyss will be pretty cool, but I haven't seen favorable things about it, to be honest. I think it has some problems, but who knows? Maybe it's good. Maybe it's really good. But again, am I going to run into the same problems? Where is there going to be like a stamina system here and there? Is there going to be a thing that just only allows this many a week? I'm tired, man. I don't want these games anymore. I want to just play a game, get bored, and be like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And then a month or 2 later, I can be like, man, I should go play that game again. I really enjoyed it. Not, oh, I don't want to play that game again. And even if I do want to, it's probably not going to be very fun because there's going to be 1,000 things to do. I'm going to feel like it's going to be a chore. Oh, I haven't played in a long time, so I missed a lot of events. Oh, once I get in, I'm going to have to catch up with everyone because they've been playing every single day like it's their job, right? And if anything, those systems that keep you from... that keep the highest of players from staying high, so the newbie players can get in? No, no. I'm just gonna have to pick up all that slack that I missed, and it's gonna feel just grueling, right? I can't play these games again. Like I want to play Zenless. Like I want to go play Zenless again because I want to go play I wanted to go play Nikomata, but then I realized it's gonna be hard to like just farm for her stuff, farm for her weapon, because they're not like it's a standard character, right? So it's not like a fully thing. Then I saw like, oh, you can get a free one for this event. Then you can get their weapon. You can choice their weapon. I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm just like, wait, if I go into this, then I'm gonna have all these chores. I'm gonna have all this FOMO, and it's gonna pull me in. I don't want to play it. It's gonna like corrode me and try to force itself into every aspect of my life, and I don't fucking want that, man. I don't want that. You know, it's PTSD. It's straight up game PTSD. Like, I don't want that again. I don't want to go through all that again. I want to go away from a game and then come back, and because I just like, man, why did I stop playing that game? You know, because I had no reason to. Just I got bored because I spent too much playing this one thing that it allowed me to do, right? Not, oh god, if I go back in, then the events, then the FOMO, then the picking up the slack that I gotta do, and then the checking in, checking out once I've officially gone back into the game. Nope. I'm glad that all those systems are in those games, because at least, well, now I'm glad now that I'm no longer playing them, because now it keeps me from playing those again, because it like turns me right away from ever wanting to play them again, because if I play them again, it's going to throw me back in this loop, and it's telling me, oh, don't play this game again. You got all these things that you're going to have to do, and it's going to like just force you and just like dig itself into every single aspect of my life again. It basically says, don't play this game. Great. I'm glad it says that, right? It makes me not want to come back to this game. And even if you're like the most diehard like gacha fan, any gacha games that you've sunsetted to play some new ones, you know that if you tried to go back to them, you know it would be so hard to get back into it, because everything's changed so much. You can't really enjoy it. You'd have to clock in, clock out. Oh, I can't play this new gacha game because I'm already spending my entire life playing another one. Another game should not be like, oh, you know, like a gamer, there they go. A gamer is gonna be like, no, I need to be more empowering. A gamer can't be restrained by one game taking over its entire life. He can't go into a trailer and be like, oh, this game looks so good. Too bad I'm already playing this game that's taking all my life away. Doing the dailies on this one, I wouldn't be able to play these other ones. Imagine that. Like, imagine, again, Minecraft. Imagine Minecraft doing that to you. Imagine being like, oh, I wish I could play Terraria. Too bad Minecraft's dailies. My Minecraft dailies are stopping me from playing it. Like, you should know that's fucked up, man. Like, I know you may think, oh, it's not that bad, whatever, you know, it's no big deal, you know, you should stop hating on it so much. I get it, but when you're saying stuff like that, it's hard for me to think, oh yeah, you're having a great time, when you say, too bad, I can't do this. No, a game should not be hunkering you down, saying, like, forcing you to, like, look at them and be like, only focus on me, only do that to me, you know? Only things in life, not that they should, but do that, at least that's reasonably acceptable, is your wife and your boss, alright? Only those two people can be like, yo, focus on me, only me, forever and ever and ever. No, don't look at anyone else, This is me, do this, no? Like, that should be the only things in life that should be like, they shouldn't, really, but they will, and it's very normal for them to. You know, that those games should not be that for you. You know, they should not be doing that to you. They should not be giving you that kind of relationship. They should be respecting you. They should be like, hey, come whenever you want, you know? And if you want to go off, that's fine too. You know, I hope I can see you again another time. That's what a game should be. It should be fun. It should be entertaining. It make you smile at the end of the day. And if you don't want to go back on it again, it should let you, you know? It should not be trying to hold your hand and keep you around all the time. Games come and go, and the game should accept you for that. It should love you for that. It should be a very healthy relationship with your game. You know, have healthy relationships with your games. That sounds stupid as hell. And I'm like laughing as I try to say this, but it's true. Have healthy relationships with your games. It should not be a relationship where it tries to pull at you to come back and is miserable when you say, you know, I'm just not feeling the same as it used to be, and I don't think this relationship's working. It should respect your wishes. You know, if things are not working, then it's not working, right? And if it's bigger than you can like feasibly like fix within a day or a week, then it's not a game that you should be continuing to play. I guess, yeah, you could say that as a semi-pseudo like relationship advice. There you go. If it's something that can't be fixed like soon, then it's probably not going to work, you know? And relationships come and go. You should not feel tethered down to someone or something like a game. You know, life is too precious to be lending it to these things that just are trying to push you and trying to like make you be like only them. Do it for things that respect you in your time, you know? It should almost never ask you for that kind of thing. Oh my god, am I staying on for like hours? Because like I've heard that twice now, like 3 times, and the boss respawns every like half an hour. Like that's so like that means I've been doing this for like an hour. Holy shit. Oh, I've been doing this for an hour. I've been actually talking for an hour. Oh my god. Okay. I think we should, close up shop here. I thought this was meant to be a small rant, not an hour-long rant. I'll definitely have to edit this like a lot. If you're feeling like your time is not being valued, stop playing that game. Right now. You will stop playing that game right now. Your time is meaningful. Spend it on something that matters. Right? Just spend it on something that fucking matters, man. There's so much in life. Don't let it be wasted on these things that are just trying to get its grubby paws on you, okay? Don't fucking let it. Your time matters. Spend it on something meaningful. Right now. Okay? Alright? Alright.